What's up everybody, Brandon Johnson here again, and thanks for joining me. Today we're taking a look at one of the real old-time classic fiddle tunes, Cripple Creek. Now, I've had a lot of requests lately to do more beginner lessons, and this is just an easy, kind of straightforward song for you to learn and to kind of learn how fiddle tunes are structured, how the chords work, and of course the melody as well, the actual notes of this particular fiddle tune. But I really wanted to cover a couple of basics and a couple fundamentals of bluegrass style guitar in detail. So in this lesson we're going to be learning the melody, the notes for Cripple Creek on guitar with no capo. So we're going to be playing in the key of G, and we're also going to be playing mostly eighth notes, so there's not going to be any crazy fast stuff going on here. Although we will introduce a couple of basic guitar concepts like the pull-off, the hammer-on. We're really going to break down the specifics of what makes bluegrass guitar sound like bluegrass guitar, and we're going to look at the rhythm part as well, the chords for the song in detail, so you can learn how to play this song yourself. So I hope you enjoy this one. Let's check it out. Okay, let's take a look at measure number 1 now of Cripple Creek. And like I said in the intro, this is a little bit more of a beginner lesson, so I'm going to spend a little bit more time on some of the simpler aspects of guitar playing and some of the beginner techniques that are involved. So when you look at measure number 1 here, we're going to start on the open G string, right? So that's the third string from the bottom. It should be the first wound string on your guitar. And we're going to play 2 downstrokes. Now a downstroke is simply where the direction of your pick goes downward. And that's probably the most simple sort of picking technique that you can do, is just a simple downstroke on a single string. So what's nice about this tune is a lot of the notes you're going to be playing are on open strings, and it's all going to be downstrokes. So we're really trying to keep things simple here. And you can see there in measure number 1, we have 2 downstrokes on the open G string. Okay, and then from there, we're simply going to play the exact same thing we did, except we're going to move it up 1 string to the D string. And you're going to play 2 downstrokes on the open D string. Okay, so you're going to have 2 downstrokes on the G, and then 2 downstrokes on the D. Okay, and then from there, we're simply going to take our middle finger and we're going to place it on that D string we were just playing on the 2nd fret. And we're just going to play 2 more downstrokes on that 2nd fret. And then to finish it out, we're just going to have an open D. And that open D is going to be a quarter note. Okay, and that's the first measure of Cripple Creek. So now let's check out measure number 2. Okay, now when we look at measure number 2, we're going to be starting here on the 2nd fret A string, to the 3rd fret A string, to the 4th fret A string. Okay, so we're going to kind of do a little bit of a walk up there on the A string. And then after that 4th fret A, we're going to play an open D. And you can hear how that kind of resolves after we play that 4th fret A. Okay, and then after that open D, we're going to introduce something called a pull-off. And you may have heard this, or you may already know how to do this. And so what I like to do for pull-offs is play the note like you normally would, and then do a slight string bend there, and just allow the pressure to release. And you really want to work on that because you don't want the pressure to release too much, right? Then you'll get a really kind of loud and abrasive sound. So you want to keep it musical, and you want to use dynamics. So when you're doing your pull-off, try to do it lightly, and try to make the pressure consistent, and so that the pull-off is not too loud or too soft. So it's just present enough. Okay, and then after that pull-off, we're going to play 2nd fret E to 3rd fret E. And that 3rd fret E is actually going to be the root note of the key we're in. So the root note of the G chord, because we're in the key of G. Okay, now let's play measures 1 and 2 all the way through to the metronome, and we'll kind of keep it at just a moderately slow tempo to start, and then we'll sort of build it up from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that leads us into measure number 3.